Today is a really exciting exercise for Canada Task Force because we're part of an interprovincial exercise being run at 8 different locations across Alberta. And so this is perhaps the most intense part of it. Canada Task Force is performing a series of 13 scenarios where we'll simulate incidents that happen in Elliott Lake and in essence look at the lessons that were learned from there and implement them here. Of course, you know, Canada Task Force 2 is our heavy urban search and rescue team, but it's much more than that. It's actually an all-hazards disaster response team. And we're here today and we're demonstrating all those capacities for this event.
There's going to be 6 guys on the advanced team that's going to go up to Thornhill. Our objective right now is to get them out the door and on the road in 10 minutes.
So now just finish your medical, and then once you're signed off, you're going to go to the manpower pool, get a bracelet, and then we'll put you to work.
Start out with our activation at the Mat Center for our exercise. Everybody reported at 6 a.m. Packed up all our gear into all the 3 semi-trailers and the EMAT trailer, 2 buses, 2 vans, a big 5500, a pickup truck and a trailer. We all jumped on board and traveled down here to Thornhill, Alberta. It is like a small city, as you can see. It's taken 3 tractor trailers to move all that equipment, so there is a lot of stuff on board.
The planning for this exercise took over 3 months. We've had people on the ground here since last week, and they've been doing some of the specific work within the site and setting up. They've actually taken parts of the building down, and now we're in there rescuing just like a building's collapse. You walk in and it's almost surreal because it looks like the place is falling apart, but it's all planned, it's all engineered, and most importantly perhaps, it's safe for us to work in.
Julie, can you hear us? Can you wiggle your foot?
Wait, search. Can you call her, Sarah?
Sarah, call me.
Julie, it's Jen. Can you answer me?
Do you have an ETA?
An ETA?
Yeah, when can we get to them?
I think we're still an hour or 2 away.
The scenarios are very real, and in fact we've challenged them. Some of the crew don't even know what's going to happen to them tomorrow. There's individuals who are trapped, and they have to amputate a leg, and so they've actually got cow's legs in there that we've collected, and they'll have to actually do the amputation through the cow's leg. So we're going to simulate everything that we can as accurately as we can.
Sean's guys are looking after this. We're looking after the shore.
Okay. Well, there's about 70 people here in all. We have, of course, some site controllers, and we have some people who are ensuring the safety, and then the core team. But we have an operations section, a logistics section, a planning section, and then of course we have our command group. And then within those sections, the operations section, for example, has a number of people who are doing rescue operations, and those sorts of things. Well, we're looking for a number of objectives from this exercise, and first off, I'd say it's to be able to come into a town that we don't know, and support their infrastructure in response to this emergency. So we're coming in, we're not taking over, we're pushing them up. Simply making sure that we can deploy our team the way that we say. In essence, can we deliver what we promised to deliver?
I think before we came, they didn't know what to expect, but then once it started, they were head over heels trying to get in on this training because they realized this is world-class training, and we were going above and beyond the normal training avenues, and they were super excited, and they were great to work with.
Search! Right! Inside! Right! Inside! Search! Search! Search!
The canine teams are a fascinating part of Canada Task Force 2. We have a total of 4 dogs here.
Sarah, it's not safe for us to come in and get you.
You can't send members into structurally unsound areas, but you can send the dog in because they're a lot lighter, a lot more agile, and they can move quite safely through. So it's a real advantage to us, and it's sort of our eyes and ears.
The dog's sense of smell, combined with a very strong hunting drive, means that they can cover a large area quickly. They won't miss things because it is incredible what their sense of smell can do. They're light, so they can go into surfaces that we consider too unstable for humans to go across, and they can give us an idea if there is somebody that we have to do the stabilization for.
There's some water here. Just unwind the blue wire and you can take the water off, okay?
In one of the scenarios we did, we actually had one of the dogs go into the trap patient. None of us could get to it, but they were able to crawl into where the trap patient was, lay down, and actually deliver water to the patient.
It's just such a fast, efficient way of doing things. It's so proven over many, many years and many real-life experiences. If you bring the dogs to the game, you're going to find people.
You know, we had some challenges because it was so cold. It was minus 35, but our team overcame and adapted, and they stepped up huge, and they met all their goals. They got all their victims out, and it was amazing.
A lot of new members on the team. First exercise for many of our members, so I guess the unexpected, the unknown. There's lots of coaching and mentoring that went along. Arriving on scene, trying to establish our base camp late at night in the dark, driving through a snowstorm, trying to get everybody fed, everybody rested, and get ready to go first thing in the morning on 6 a.m. The following day.
Weather was probably the biggest obstacle for us. When it's last night, I think it went down to about minus 35 or so. So just keeping the generators, they burn more fuel, and the heaters burn more fuel just because they didn't shut off all night. So a couple of us stayed on site just to keep them fueled all night and make sure everything was nice and warm when everybody showed up this morning.
We've got a number of employers that support the members that are on the task force team. So they say, you know what, I understand it, I get it. This is my part of contribution to an Alberta disaster response team. I'll make my staff member available. That's very powerful because we have people from all over, from anywhere within 4 hours of Calgary. They can be on the team and they can make a meaningful contribution.
1, 2, 3.
Well, we're looking first for very dedicated people who want to train and who want to join us. And we have a lot of applications, and we're very selective when we look for task force members. We look for people who can bring 2 skills. You know, we have some physicians that come as logistics specialists. We have paramedics that are in the kitchen.
Female patient history of asthma. GCS right now is 7, has been declining since.
It doesn't matter what you bring to the table as long as you bring a bunch of skills to the table and you're willing to take on anything.
Just because you don't have a rescue background doesn't mean we're not looking for you. We look for all types of industries and people that can fit into our team.
At 160,000 pounds, we're at about 6,000 pounds a point, right?
Yeah. So this response has been a terribly successful event. I mean, we've been able to come in behind the community, support it, help it make decisions in an emergency operations center. I think one of the important things about Task Force is it's a multidisciplined team drawn from all over Alberta.
Yeah!